Hello everyone. I hope you guys had a good weekend. So, as you can see, fall season is upon us. So, that means pumpkin spiced lattes, Halloween, warm sweaters, right? Yeah, so today we're dealing with vector analysis. And we'll mostly be using buffers, clips, and intersect tools. And it's going to be an interesting lab. So let's go ahead and unzip our geodatabase. Right click, extract all. And let's open up a new project in ArcGIS Pro. I hope the test went well. You guys had like the entire week, right? So if not, you still have your labs and another test coming up, so don't stress much about it. So, okay, it's not letting. That was weird. Make sure you're saving it inside your Lab 7 folder. So as you can see, I've switched up my catalog and contents pane because I just like it this way. Like, this is my preferred way of just like doing my projects. So don't get confused. All right, so let's go ahead and add in our geodatabase. So I can just go ahead and right click on databases, add database, navigate to Lab 7, open this, and hit OK. Expand our database. Yep, and let's add in all of these except for trails. Okay, make sure you're zoomed in. And as you can see, we've got the U here. We've got point features as trailheads, line features as Utah major roads, and this polygons, or these groups of polygons as Utah moose habitat. And so we want to create a definition query so to only have moose habitats for spring and fall season. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna bring up my moose habitats. I'm gonna right click on it. I'm gonna go down to properties, select definition query, add a new definition query, and I'm gonna select my field as season. And if I click on the drop down here, it's gonna give me spring fall. So click on that, hit apply, hit OK. So there you go. This is our new moose habitat. So I'm gonna save it. Let's go back to our instruction guide, and now we want to create a 60-mile buffer on the University of Utah point feature, as this will act as your restrictions for which trailhead to choose based on the distance from the university. So I'm gonna just uncheck the trailheads. This can be confusing. Bring up my University of Utah point feature. I'm gonna go to analysis, hit tools, and my geoprocessing tab is gonna pop up. And I'm just gonna search for buffer. Gonna select this. Wait for it. And my input feature is, if you just hover over the eye here, it's going to be any input point, line, or polygon features to be buffered. So in this case, it's the University of Utah. Give it a name. That seems fine. We want like a 60 miles, so 60, and change the units to miles. Everything else looks good, so just run it. And there you go. You're going to see the 60-mile buffer. I'm going to go back to my contents pane. I want to change the color to something else. Something rose quartz. Why not? And adjust its transparency. So go to appearance and adjust the transparency. So somewhere between 50 to 60 should be fine. I'm going to save this. And oops. And we want to clip the trailheads to the 60-mile buffer to create a reduced feature. So we're gonna bring back our trailheads. So we all want to get rid of all these that are outside the big circle or the buffer. I'm gonna bring this at the top. So once again, go to geoprocessing, type in buffer. Oops, no, I think we have to do a clip. So go back to geoprocessing, do a clip. An easy way is just go to analysis and click on clip. That's another way to do it. So input feature is going to be our trailheads, and our clip feature is going to be our buffer. So give this a name. This seems fine. So just run it and hope that it doesn't crash. So I'm gonna get rid of this. So there you go. This is what we need. So I'm gonna get rid of the trailheads. Just remove it. Save your project. Let's go back. So we did clip the trailheads. Now we want to clip the remaining trailheads to only those that intersect the moose habitat. So we're gonna only need trails that sort of are in the buffer zone and also intersect the moose habitat. So these right here. So I'm gonna go back to geoprocessing, type in intersect, or just go to analysis and click on intersect. So our input feature, let's see. Okay. So our input feature is going to be Utah Trailheads clip and Utah Moose Habitat. Just give this a name. So MH is for Moose Habitat, intersect. So everything else looks fine, so just run it. We'll go to contents pane again. Let's get rid of this, and there you go. These are the trailheads that we need. So gonna go ahead and save our project. The next step is to create a half-mile buffer on major roads and dissolve them into a single feature. This is pretty easy, and we're going to intersect this new feature with the fall moose habitat. Okay, so let's bring back our Utah major roads on the top, at the top. I'm going to change the color to like black. Hit apply, go back, let's do buffer. Input feature is going to be Utah major roads. That seems fine. Our distance is going to be half a mile, so that's 0.5 miles. Everything else, that's okay. So just hit run. And there you go. You're going to see the buffers here. So I'm going to change this color to like a red. All right, now we want to get rid of all of these, just have the buffer within this moose habitat. So I'm gonna clip it again. So input feature is going to be Utah major roads buffer. Clip feature is going to be Utah moose habitat. So hit run. Content. And there you go. Okay, so make sure you're saving everything. Okay, so it's basically the same thing. You can either use like clip or intersect. I used clip here, but if you are more than welcome to use intersect to just combine those buffered major road with the moose habitat. And I think that's about it, guys. We want to create a layout map showing the fall moose habitat that includes all the intersecting trailheads, major roads, major road buffers that intersect the moose habitat. So let's go ahead, make sure this is at the center. And I think they also want the other deliverable is a short write-up describing the best route to and from a trailhead that could maximize your chances of spotting a moose. So yeah, just go ahead and be creative, play around with the symbology. You don't have to include all the extent, so just zoom in to this particular extent. Yeah, that seems nice. So I'm gonna get rid of the layers that I don't need, so remove this, and so make this a little green. Okay. Just to make it look like organized and appealing. So I want to, oh. So I want to have proper trailhead symbols here. So I'm gonna do all styles and search for trails. Interesting. Trailheads. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know why they don't have it, but why it didn't show up. But there you go. Looking for trail. So yeah, I'm gonna have that symbol up. I'm gonna save it. Back to my contents. Bring this up. So yeah, your layout should look something like this. So we're gonna bring back our trails. Not bring back actually, just add in our trails. And change the color to green. Oops, that's not what I was looking for. Yep. That seems fine. That seems okay. And save it. Insert, new layout, letter. So activate your map frame. If you're not happy with this extent, right click, activate. Yeah. Okay, that's a bit too much. So yeah, this looks fine. Maybe a bit zoomed in. Yeah. Okay, I'm happy with this. So save it, exit your activated map frame. See the usuals. Have your north arrow, scale bar. This is really important, guys. All of your submissions must have these map elements. Legend. Make sure you clean up your legend. So get rid of all these underscores. So I'm gonna do that one by one. So double click. Just gonna do UT trailheads. Make it look as clean as possible. UT trails. Oops. Road buffer. Get rid of these. So the idea is always to have your legends look clean. Yeah, so I think my trails and major roads, like, they don't look that different, so I'm gonna just increase the width. So yeah, this is more like this stands out a lot better. Oops. Okay. So yeah, we don't have the U showing up, so I'm just gonna remove that. Oops, no, I want that. I want to remove this. Let's see to what extent we can have it. So activate. Let's try changing the Okay, so it's here. You know what? Let's have this to this extent. Why not? Okay, just gonna bring this to the top so it's more visible. Yeah, maybe just increase the size. So yeah, there you go. There's the U. These are our trailheads, our moose habitat. Yeah, that looks good. So save it, exit, and one last layer. Okay, there you go. I'm just gonna keep this here. Gonna give it a title and a subtitle. So this can be something like location of trailheads and driving routes for spotting moose. And okay, I'm gonna dock this to here. So I'm happy with that symbol and just the usual stuff. Give yourself credits. And we want to change the base map because we want to see proper driving routes. So let's go ahead and update our base map. Let's see which ones. I think this one with the streets. Let me bring this up at the top. Oops, that's not good. Somewhere at the middle. Yeah, so you can see yeah, you can see those here. Okay. Nope. Let's bring the trailheads here. Okay, so this has to be at the top. Yeah, so maybe have like a different transparent, but this is already transparent enough. Interesting. Let's see, let's try to increase the transparency. Okay, that should be fine. So let's do layout. Yeah. So you can see, your driving routes here. Let me bring back major roads up top. I don't know if this is gonna work. Yeah, it's still here, but all right then. Well, we tried bringing this up, but this is not that bad either. So save it and export it. This is a nice looking map, so I'd be happy with this kind of submission. So let's export, share. 7 deliverable 1. And there you go, that's been exported. And so yeah, so this is like a short write-up. I don't know, it's pretty easy. Like, there is no wrong answer, just like mention like which roads you would take or which trailhead you would start, or which trail you would hike. So just go ahead, go back to your map, and just click on these trails. So telephone hollow. So I think I would drive this road here. I don't know, here, up here, and maybe take one of these 2 trailheads. Maybe the Foreman Hollow, Willow Creek. Yeah, so there are tons of options here. So yeah, this was a very easy lab, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. So yeah, thank you, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.